we're joined by one of Bachelor Nation's biggest success stories and most fun. We have got Kenny Braasch and Mari Pepin. They are from Bachelor in Paradise, season 7. They met, got engaged, and then later in season 9, we saw some of their wedding. And they're with us today, right? Hi, thank you.
Hey. Welcome. Nice to have you here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
We're thrilled. Have you guys met before in Bachelor Nation?
No.
No.
Okay. I
met Jordan.
was saying I never know who everyone knows. You know Jordan. That's how I got your info. Your.
So I met Jordan. I actually it was when Joan was filming her hometown.
Okay.
With Jordan at I went down there and because it's the same producer we had. Okay. And I think it was right before your date. Yeah, they were leaving to go to your date. Yes. And but then I met Joan and hung out. You were working or something.
I don't remember. I don't think I was even in town.
So yeah, something. She wasn't around.
I would have gone if it was.
But if your date was on the Riverwalk, I would have met you. But it was Jordan.
I was in the penthouse.
Right. There were a lot of people in Chicago. Chicago's become the place.
A bit of a hub.
Right?
Yeah.
A bit of a hub for The Bachelor. Why do you guys think?
You know, I feel like it's about time. I feel like the Midwest doesn't get a lot of attention when it comes to reality TV, especially. So I think they just kind of figured that out, and they were like, okay, there's something here. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's the best.
I mean, Chicago,
best city.
you know, when you look at it, Chicago is one of the major cities in the United States.
Yes.
I personally think I like it better than New York, but
I do too.
People say New York. I think Chicago is way better.
I totally agree.
We have a cold winter. It's a cold winter.
Right. But also, I think the people were just really real. I think, a lot of times, what do they call us? The flyover. Like a lot of people are focused on the different, the coastal cities.
Yes.
And Chicago's where it's at. And so they're finding that a lot of Bachelor people are here. And you have a bunch of your friends from Golden. The Golden buddies are here, which is fun. Well, good. I'm glad that you're here. Are you guys in the city?
We are, We're right downtown in the middle of everything, pretty much.
Where downtown?
In the Loop.
In the Loop, okay.
Yeah. And you were both here before Bachelor in Paradise?
No.
Before you met? Oh,
no.
Okay.
So
I
moved here after we got together. I was living in Maryland before.
Oh, it's another great place.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, where about?
I was living in Annapolis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. And then, how do you like Chicago? I'm sitting here saying.
No, I agree with you. It's a great city. I do think the winter is a bit brutal as we're experiencing literally right now. And it's definitely been an adjustment. I try not to leave the house during the winter as much as possible.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's great. Summer is amazing.
Exactly. We love it for the couple months of the year.
Yeah, I mean, there is a couple months, and then after that, I think the summer is fantastic in Chicago. There's no better city than the summer.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how did you end up, both of you, Kenny and you, how did you end up going into the Bachelor and Bachelorette? So how did you
before Bachelor in Paradise?
Before Bachelor in Paradise. Who signed you up? Did you decide on your own?
I got, so it was like smack dab COVID time. And I got hit up on a DM on Instagram from one of the producers.
Okay.
I mean, I knew what the show was, but I wasn't.
Were you watching the show before? Were you involved with it?
No, I knew, I think I watched like the first season, like when Trista and Ryan season, like
my fave,
that stuff. I knew all that, but I didn't really watch the show. So once I got like casted, I went back and like watched the season before. I think it was like Pilot Pete's season or something before mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Back. So I did homework once I like knew I was going to be on, but no, I wasn't like nominated or anything. It was kind of like a random. They like. Claire's season was like shut down for COVID, and then they recasted looking for like older guys.
Okay.
And that's how I got.
Right. And older guys.
Older guys.
40.
What do you mean? You're like what, 35 years old?
Well,
so funny for the show.
For the regular Bachelor stuff, I'm the oldest guy.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the oldest guys.
And
I think.
You're close actually to Jordan. I mean, not. Well, I don't want to say close.
No,
I
Jordan.
guess,
Jordan.
What is he?
Jordan is 63, 62, 63.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay. Then you're not.
No.
I'll be 45
big difference
this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Close.
So when you when you sign up and you went to the whole process and you end up getting into the mansion and how did you feel about your experience? How did you feel about being there and what was your objective? Did you knew who she was before you even been into to sign up or to?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know who she was until they said this is who it's going to be. I did not know her. I know she was like on the show a lot previously, Claire, but like I said, I didn't really watch it a whole lot. So, I did, a little research on like who she was, but we didn't get to do the mansion because of COVID. So we were at La Quinta Resort in like Palm Springs.
Now I'm remembering it too.
We were like the first show back on TV, I think during COVID was like the first like thing that happened. It was like we started and then the NBA like did their bubble thing.
Yes.
We were like the first bubble production, I think. Yes. So that was kind of like different for us and the producers and everything. So it was kind of weird, but it wasn't as like, we didn't get to do like the European travels and all the dates.
You guys were like
everything was.
Although it is a big property.
You get cheated, basically.
Yeah, we get
cheated. Yeah.
No, it's a big property though. But
it was a big property, but it was like all the dates were like on the
on the property.
Exactly. That's so funny. And what about you, Mari?
Similar story. Yeah. So I also had a COVID season. Our season filmed right after his.
Okay.
And we were at Nemacolin in Pennsylvania. So similar setup. All of our dates were on the property, on the resort. We didn't get to travel anywhere, unfortunately. And we had all the COVID protocols.
Right.
But I was actually nominated by a coworker of mine. Same thing. We were pretty much shut down, kind of working from home, or we would come in like once a week pretty much. And nothing was going on. It was like, I'm not dating anyone. There's not really anything to do in terms of dating. So she signed me up. I didn't hear anything back for a few months, at least like 2 months maybe. And then I randomly get a phone call and an email. And then I went through the process and ended up on the show.
Yeah. And did you enjoy it?
I did. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's one of those things where I think back on it and like it's so much a part of my life now that it seems normal. But when I think about it, I'm like, no, that's actually not normal. Like not a lot of people do something like that. So
right. And then what's the road then to Bachelor in Paradise? Where are you guys?
How far before we go to Bachelor? How far did you go into your journey? And about you, Kenny, how far did you go? Where you went to? Did you bring her home? Did your hometown with her?
No, again with my season, it started with Claire, and I don't know if you remember.
Right.
She left.
Yeah, because she liked that guy.
She like left with Dale, who was on the last season of Paradise.
Yeah.
So they like, I don't know, a couple weeks in, maybe 3 rose ceremonies in, I think they left. And then like, there was like this weird 24 hours of like no filming and we're just like hanging out with the producers. Like nobody knew what the hell was going on. And then it started back up. They brought Tayshia in and I think I went another 3 rose ceremonies with her. So I was actually there for like 6 weeks.
Oh, so you were there for
But I didn't make it to hometowns because everything was, the schedule was a little different. But
changing the lead, does it change a little bit the way you felt about the lead? I mean, if I have her in the lead and then all of a sudden she goes home and somebody else and I'm interested in her, I got
the guys knew you knew.
It was again, a lot of them did, but I didn't because I didn't know the show enough as much as some of the other guys did. Which I liked going into this whole thing kind of like I had no plans or anything. A lot of guys have like strategies and stuff. I don't know if you had a strategy.
I'm gonna tell you one.
I would like to say he did not.
Right. I'm gonna tell you one thing. When my daughter nominated me to be one of the Bachelor for the Bachelorette, I had no idea of the show. I have no idea what the show was about.
Yeah.
And my daughter said, "Look at it." So I went and watched the season of the Golden Bachelor, 3 episodes, and I got the concept. 25 guys, 1 woman, 25 women, 1 guy.
Right.
And that's it, so
pretty straightforward. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Okay, let's go with the ride and see where far dwell.
Right. What he didn't know was the sharing of the rooms and all
there
those
is a lot of little
details.
And I was aware of it. I'm a kind of high maintenance kind of guy, so I don't share much rooms and I don't share much my food. So it's kind of but it was a good experience, I think.
Yeah.
So you went and you went to 6 Roses and then you went home.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
So when you came home after the show, did you have did you do a lot of podcasts? Did you get recognition from the show? Did the people recognize you? Obviously, COVID, everybody was watching TV, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, I did, all the rounds of all the stuff, all the usual stuff,
Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, again, when I came home, everything was still shut down. So there was really there's nothing else going on, literally. Like I wasn't even, there was no work, nothing. Right. So it was I did all the podcast stuff, and you know how it is, all the guys, when the show's over, all the guys want to get together. So and that was hard too, because it was COVID and everybody was always trying to meet up in New York, because it was central for everybody to get together. And I don't know, it was just,
it was. And what did you do? What did you do before you went into The Bachelor? What do you do for a living?
I book bands, entertainment for a music venue.
Okay, so you're in the music entertainment business?
Yeah, but it's not national bands. It's more local tribute bands, cover band stuff.
I love
I love those cover bands.
Yeah,
love those.
Yeah. Not
did you guys see Song Sung Blue?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no,
Neil Diamond.
Yeah,
it's on Amazon now. You can rent it.
Yeah, you should. No, so that's fun. And Chicago's a great place for them.
Yeah, Chicago's a big cover band, tribute band.
Yeah. I actually saw there was a Neil Diamond one that used to come to the House of Blues.
Super Diamond, probably.
Super Diamond.
Yeah. Super Diamond, yeah.
Oh my God, we went 5 years in a row.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
Yeah.
We had one of our bands open for them actually a couple years ago at House of Blues.
That's a really
they're
fun.
good. Yeah.
You play any music?
No, I just no talents music.
I got no talent.
Okay.
How about you? So you sign up, you went to the season, and how far did you go in your season?
So I went home week 4, I believe, my season.
You didn't know what he was doing, I guess.
I mean, I think it was a matter of me not cooperating with production, but I don't know. I went home, I think it was week 4. My season was the season where they ended up bringing in more girls 2 or 3 different times, which is insane in my opinion. But yeah, I think the timing of my exit came right after I decided not to take some suggestions. And so I think that's what it was. But ultimately, if he didn't like me, he wasn't going to keep me anyway. So fine.
But you do have that in common, that both of your seasons were sort of these, one was by necessity with COVID being different, but then also having Claire leave, which was totally unusual that the Bachelorette would leave. And then yours of this idea that they were shaking it up with new people coming in.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember
that now too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it is. Okay. And so then you guys... So then you left, you went back to Maryland.
Yes.
Okay. And then how long until The Bachelor in Paradise happens?
The question is, how did you decide to go to the Golden in Paradise, which you weren't happy with the way they were handled in The Bachelorette? So why did you
keep this is the second time you keep I'm asking a question and you're asking a question on top of my question.
Is your question okay? Go ahead.
Do you not like my question?
No, I like your question.
Oh, okay, because I could stop asking questions.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay.
So you were saying, go ahead.
Okay. No, it was just so how did that happen, Bachelor in Paradise?
Yeah, so they tend to cast Paradise based off of the previous season's pool of contestants. So they were choosing from my season of Bachelor, his season of Bachelorette. But because they also had a pause because of COVID, they actually were also sourcing from, I think, the 2 seasons prior. Yeah, so they had a large cast to choose from.
Okay.
And I think they choose based on kind of popularity, who the fans like, who the producers like as well. I kind of was told, I mean, no one's there anymore, so I don't think it matters. But I remember being invited to the Women Tell All for my season. And there was kind of this alluding to, if you do well here, it's likely that you'll get invited to Paradise. So that was interesting. But yeah, I mean, Paradise, I have always heard that it's more relaxed and more of a fun environment, not as strict or stringent as the normal season. So that's part of the reason I wanted to do it. I was like, okay, we're on a beach at least, and it's not as
from a production standpoint.
Correct.
You even mean
yes.
Okay. Yes, that's interesting.
And for the choice, you have more men and more women.
Right.
Yes.
It looks more fun to me.
It is.
I mean, I'd want to be in it, but you didn't want to be on it.
I think it's fun for the young kid like you. I think, you get your 6 abs, mine is gone. Okay,
we saw some pictures of you over break, so we know your abs look okay.
He wouldn't have made it at the old Paradise setup.
No,
the new one he would have been okay because it was like a resort. But where like the old,
all the
old
flies
location,
and everything. Or,
because when they called me,
it.
when they called me for Paradise, they make sure to let me know. Then they have a new hotel, a new everything, and I still decided to do it because I just didn't feel like it was a good mix of the older generation with the young generation. You know, and I didn't want to look like I'm looking at you, and you know what I'm saying. I just didn't want to put myself in that position. But I think as a you guys, young kid, it's nice to have a choice between 10 guys, 10 women. I think that's much.
More. The odds are in your favor.
And it's more realistic
and more fun.
But that's what I've always said. I think it would have been better to do even the Bachelor and the Bachelorette, put 20 guys, 20 girls, and let them mingle and see who match versus having to choose between one. I think to me, the choice of one is.
Well, usually Paradise was kind of like more people were into the Paradise than the regular one.
I think it's always been more popular.
Very popular. Yeah. So you guys get there, and there's an instant connection. And then, of course, famously from your season that you had sort of said, maybe you wanted to see date. I don't know how it is. Date other people broke up, sort of. Yeah.
Okay, we
2 days.
We have different perspectives on this.
Okay, well let's hear it. So for Pascal and for some listeners, so you guys, you had this instant connection when you guys first met. How'd that come? What did you think of Mari? And other than she's stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Usually, so before Paradise, you kind of like when you're talking with producers, they're like, "What do you think about?" And they kind of allude to who might be there, right? I mean, so like I knew of Mari. And I think the producers knew I was interested. So they try to make connections ahead of the show, just kind of, I would assume, to see. So that, I was like waiting. I was there first, and then she entered. But I was waiting for her to get there, obviously.
I love it.
We started hanging out right away. I think it was like the first.
Nobody touched her. She's mine. Am I right?
He kind of did, actually.
Go ahead, boom.
I had to make sure Brendan didn't. I was trying to keep Brendan away from her, but it worked out.
And then, Mari, what did you think of Kenny?
Yeah, so this is pretty fun. I actually got to watch the season premiere of his season while I was filming Bachelor.
Oh.
So we were on lockdown, obviously in our bubble. We're not allowed to watch TV normally.
Yeah.
But because we were in this resort situation, they had us holding, I remember this was a group date day. And it was the night portion of the group date. So we were in this hotel room separate from the hotel we were staying at to get ready. And I knew that the show was premiering that night. So I asked my producer, I was like, hey, I know that we're not supposed to watch TV, but it's your show. Like, can you please?
It's your show.
Yeah, it was me and Bree from my season were in the room together getting ready with our producer. And I was like, it's your show. Like, can we watch the premiere? And he was like, okay, just don't tell anyone. And so he turns it on for us. And so I got to watch all of the introductions from his season. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, he's cute.
He's my man.
He's cute.
He's mine.
I liked his intro with the dogs. That was clever. So there was like, from that moment, there was like a little something. I was like, if it doesn't work out with Matt, maybe Paradise will be an option. And so after filming ended, ended up seeing the rest of his season and like seeing who he was. And I was okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're there, you're on the beach, and there's this connection, and you're sort of exclusively hanging out, and then you had said maybe, maybe this happened too quickly, or what were you thinking?
Yeah, it was, Paradise goes by really fast. It's only about a month.
Okay.
And when you're in that environment, it's kind of that bubble, and it's like, you don't realize how crazy it kind of sounds when it's like, oh my God, it's been 2 days and we're...
Right.
Yeah, 2-3 days. And so I went to him and I told him, I was like, and I wasn't breaking up with him. His perspective is that I was breaking up with him, that I was cutting it off. But my perspective was like, hey, I just want to, be transparent here. If I were to get asked on a date, I would like to go and say yes.
Isn't that breaking up or am I?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, remember, I think today they said they have an arrangement. I mean, I could date more people than one time until I find the one I like. You know, I mean, that's a new
She's validating.
normal now.
It's validating.
She's watching her option. She's totally okay.
Right.
All right. She's balancing her option.
And then he started dating a couple people.
Right. So he took it as like, okay, I'm going to go talk to everyone on this beach.
Well, to your point, things do move fast. And if when you feel like things aren't working out, it's either you're like, okay, you might be going home, or you got to like see what's going on, because you can go home in an instant, you know. And so it's kind of like you can't just kind of sit and wait around. I don't know. It's a weird.
I know it's a game. It's sort of it's a game on top of the journey to love.
For sure,
right?
yeah. My point wasn't to like keep him waiting around though. My point was like, we know that this is good.
Yes.
Like I want to keep this, but someone asked me to go on a date, like, yeah, I'll go ride an ATV.
But I to be honest with you, I don't blame you. I think at
sounds
this point,
very reasonable.
You know, when you are in an environment where you got 10 guys, 10 women, 20 guys, 20 women, I think, you know, I mean, yes, you like him, but you don't know him that well. What he presents is great. I think you opening and have an option to see, hey, let's see if these guys got something to offer. And I think that's what the promises of paradise is, to be able to experience different relationship and pick up the right one. I think that's what it is.
It is what it is, 100%, but it's also hard to even do that because, like you said, there's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of people, but it's like you still kind of got to like know like what you're into pretty quickly if it's going to be for real, in my opinion. It's just because there isn't a lot of time. You know, when you're watching it, it feels like there is, but in real life, there's not a ton of time to be like bouncing around, talking to everybody. And then when you do that, you kind of look like you're not serious with anybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
did you add your eyes on someone else besides her?
We didn't talk for like a couple days.
Yeah. I went back and looked. So you had gone out with, I think, or gone.
Well, also,
Tia and Demi, I think, were the two girls.
That's correct.
One of them was, I watched. All right, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, so.
Yeah.
It, like when she wanted to like take a break, whatever you want to call it.
We were on a break.
But it was, but it was also when she had the rose. When I had the rose, I was like, all right, let's lock it up, whatever. And then it's like, she gets the rose.
He was
and all
vulnerable
of a sudden it's like,
in this point.
Did he give you the rose?
So you were vulnerable in this point to going home.
She got all my roses.
She got all your roses, but you didn't give him your rose.
He missed one of my roses.
But she did get all of mine.
Oh, that's the way it should be, and I love it.
It worked out that she did get all of mine.
She's playing hard to get.
I love it.
Woman, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I watched some clip where one gal, I don't know if it was Tia or Demi, but she seemed like she was there was a lot of drinking that goes on, and she just was crying and slurring, and I was like,
which one it was.
It seemed messy. It seemed messy to me. Okay, that wasn't her. Okay, I don't want to come down on anyone. It just seemed the moment that I saw.
Yeah, Tia, she entered and we went on a date.
Okay.
And then was that after Demi? So I hung out with Demi.
No, Tia was first.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'd have to go review.
Okay, so I know. Let's review the tape.
So you went on a one-on-one date, and so is you as well. Am I right?
My only date was with him.
Oh, the only date was with him. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then you went on a date with somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had a conversation, and then you sort of got back together.
I remember. Yeah, I remember coming back home from the date with Tia. Mm-hmm. And then that's when we talked.
Yeah, I pulled him aside like as soon as he got back.
That's why I think chronologically the Tia thing was second, because we got back together right after that, I think.
Yeah, you guys should really rewatch it together.
It was like a sandwich. So like you were with her, and then Tia came in, and you talked to her, and she was like, "I don't want you to go," but you went anyway. Mm-hmm. So there was like this square going on. It was a sandwich.
Got it.
Yeah, it was Demi, Tia date. Technically still with Demi, but then I...
Okay.
Did you go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think that the fact that you had a little bit of that sort of, I don't know if you call it a wrinkle or just a little bit of what happened, it's good for your story. It maybe even helped you guys figure out really that you liked each other as much as you did.
Yeah,
100%.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it worked out though, good, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
If she was probably right, I'm not even arguing that she wasn't right, that we should have broken up or whatever.
Right.
I mean,
broken up after today. Right.
We probably were going too quickly with everything.
Yes.
So, it worked out the way it did.
I mean, I feel like you also get a sense of kind of conflict in your relationship, and the couples who don't experience any sort of turbulence in paradise don't know that side of their partner.
Yes.
So it's like less likely, in my opinion. I don't know what the actual statistics are, but at this point for us, having that wrinkle, that hiccup is kind of like, okay, this is how we deal with conflict. This is how we communicate. And so I think that's a plus.
Right. Yeah.
So when you went to Paradise and you saw all the guys, you have, obviously besides him, you had options. You got a couple guys you were interested in, because that's the promises of the show. Am I right? Give you opportunity to meet guys.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you give your rose, who did you give the rose to? Because you said you didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
Who did you give that rose to?
So I gave my rose to, his name is James.
James, yeah.
Yeah. And in that moment, he was, I think, the best option, not just in terms of like who I thought deserved to stay and who was like seriously trying to pursue something. But I also thought like, okay, he's like attractive. Like, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But
you wanted to make him jealous?
No,
I liked James. I mean, we shared hairspray all the time.
Oh. What?
We shared hairspray.
Oh, okay.
He was. I mean, honestly, our cast all together was pretty cool all together. So.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was competition between you guys and girls? Did feel like a little bit of a backstabbing, a little bit bad mouthing about I want this guy, I want this guy.
Oh yeah, like a lot of people. I guess I haven't brought this up a lot in like previous podcasts and stuff. But one of the reasons that I was so upset to the point of throwing a cake in the fire with Demi was because we had shared there's like a smaller room in Paradise, the arrival room, and it's only like 3 people in that room. And so the first several days of Paradise, it was me, her, and another girl in that room. And it was just the 3 of us. We were like super close and like telling each other everything. And she was saying like, oh, we're like a little family. And so I'm taking that to heart. And then all of a sudden she's with him. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one big family.
So, I mean, you would both come off these dynamics of just being, of it being either the one guy and then the multiple girls, or the one girl and multiple guys. And so now you're in this mix of many guys and many girls. And was that very much different than you thought it was going to be?
I mean, I knew what I was getting into.
Yes.
To actually experience it is pretty crazy.
Right.
Especially when you throw in the living conditions and lack of sleep and all that stuff.
Why lack of sleep? Just it's not.
There's no sleep
there because you're with other people in the room.
No, the hours.
I mean, it was like
I
mean, you know how it is sometimes. I mean, you'd be filming for 13 hours or something, and they're like waking you up at like 2 hours of sleep, and they're already trying to wake you up the next day.
They were a little bit more gentle with the older generation.
I'm sure they were.
We didn't travel anywhere. We had our breakfast at 9 o'clock in the morning. By midnight, we were in bed. Actually, we had a keeper.
Funny.
We had a keeper, and at 10 o'clock, we take off the microphone. Everybody's gone, and a bunch of guys were sitting outside in the mansion talking, and the keeper comes and say, hey, what time are you going to bed, guys?
Oh, I love it.
So why? Because I have to put you to bed before I could leave.
Oh, boy.
So,
That's
so it's
funny.
kind of different.
So this is an aside, but did you, the recent season of Bachelor in Paradise, they had brought the Goldens in. What's your take on that? Did you guys watch that season?
We did watch it,
Okay.
Yeah. My take is that they definitely needed to refresh the show, and they had so many different ways that they could have done it, and I don't like the way that they did it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Neither just
totally agree with you.
right.
That's why they called me 20 times. I said, no, I'm not doing it.
You knew something was up.
I just didn't feel comfortable with the whole concept, you know. I mean, and not only that, but the woman they choose to be as the golden. I had no desire, I had no interest, so I didn't need to go there and pretend just to have my 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Right. I just the mixing of the two.
It doesn't match. It doesn't match.
No,
you know. I just think that they need definitely to revamp the show a little bit. I think they need to bring something different. But there is a lot of very good shows up there, like Love Is Blind, and you know. So
They've got to
the networks get a lot of competition.
Yeah. I think I loved the challenges. I think that's a good part of the show, and I think that they should make them compete for roses or for dates or something like that. I think that brings a different element about it, because then it's about who actually put in the effort or who actually won something versus, I feel like there's less manipulation that way. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and isn't there money now involved in
there is. There was in this last season. I don't know if they're going to do that again, because now people know about it and they know.
I'm not sure.
That was the twist actually at that season.
Right.
I mean, that was love or money.
Yes.
Okay, so if you love her, okay, you go with her and they get 150, 175,000.
Yeah.
If you don't love her, you take the money and walk away.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know, the 500,000, something like
There's
that.
another show that I have watched that's sort of like Bachelor in Paradise, but it is it's someone coming off on a microphone, like a disembodied voice, and they say
Not Love Island.
Yeah, what is it?
Too Hot to Handle?
No.
One of those. It might be Love Island. No?
No, it's the one.
The one where she talks.
Yeah, it's like they
Laura.
have this
Isn't it Laura?
blinking
It's a
thing.
cone.
Yeah, and it talks to all of them, and then it says you just lost this
We
much
watch it.
money. I know. I can't think
It's the
of
one where
it.
they're not
Squeeze
allowed
game?
to.
The squeeze game?
No.
That's
Shoot
another
everybody
one.
on your way out.
No, but
They're not allowed to touch each other. She's
Yes,
like,
right.
What is that called?
I can't remember.
Okay,
gosh.
well, that's an interesting concept.
Or Love at First Sight.
No.
There is
Love at First Sight. No, not as. I mean, there's so many, but this one is a funny one.
I think Mario Lopez hosted or something.
Okay, I don't know. I'll find it and then I'll put it up on this.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so then you propose. We're skipping ahead to the proposal.
Fast forward,
Yeah, that is a fast forward, but a fast forward within the month.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, once we got back together, like,
yes.
it was at that point, then it became about like, was it going to end in engagement or whatever? So, from that point to the ending, we were able to like really get serious about it, obviously. So, I mean, it was still only like a week and a half.
Right. But don't you think, do you still have to explain to people all the time that being there, it accelerates it and it just makes it so much more intense? Like people don't still get that, right?
It is weird. I think you almost have to kind of just live it yourself. I don't even know, because it does sound crazy, but it does accelerate it. I don't know how or what exactly that means, but it does.
I think it's just a result of the fact that like there is no outside distraction. Like all you're focused on is this person. Is it going to work or not? Am I going to give them my rose? Am I going to get their rose? That's like all you're thinking about. And that's by design, there's no TV, there's no phones, there's no nothing. So that's like all that you're thinking about. And I think that kind of helps accelerate it.
Yeah. I went in 2000. I met my husband and we went on this thing. It was not Bachelor in Paradise or The Bachelor, but it was something where we actually went to Israel and it was before phones. So it was like, I mean, this is how old I am, and we faxed, people, but we didn't have our phones on the buses, and it was 2.5 weeks. And basically we also got together that way. And I've tried to explain that. And I just think it's so amazing, like to be able to have that opportunity where you're somewhere, you don't even talk about work. You don't talk about, and it's
you're like
just so
forced to
cool.
talk to
That's
each
what
other.
I said. You remember we said
Yes,
many
and you've
times,
said
I think to me
I hope everyone
greatest
gets that
experience
opportunity.
of being in the Bachelorette was to be with a bunch of guys away from social media, away from the news, on the newspaper, TV, and we had opportunity to get to know each other in times you wouldn't talk usually, but you were open, so you were opening up, they were opening up, and you get a little bit more personal, deeper with that feeling. I think to me that's the greatest experience I've ever had. Because today we're on the phone all day long. We, check your social media, you post this, that. I think to me, my generation didn't have the phone. We were sitting at dinner and talking.
Yeah.
They go out for dinner and everybody's on the phone.
Right. Yeah. So to have that, I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer in a way in certain things, but just to be able to really connect in that way. And so I do get that you can really create this relationship in that. And so same at that time, we were like, we should wait to, be together. And it was like 2 weeks. Like, I don't know, just that whole idea of like, just like thinking that it was that long. So you proposed and you got her, Mari, a gorgeous diamond and you got on your hands. We have some pictures. So talk to us about that. And like, just, you'd shared, Kenny, that you really hadn't thought you were going to get married and that this wasn't going to happen for you.
I most likely, if I never did the 2 shows, I probably still would be single. I would probably. But I'm not,
you've been in the entertainment in business, and
here's some pictures of you guys.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
You had long hair then, huh?
So the ring I did not pay for. It was from Neil Land.
That's all right. It's still from you.
Same. So is mine too.
Yeah. But so you really didn't, if you hadn't done these shows, which is a testament to, I guess, the Bachelor Nation, that you did this, but you just didn't find the right person until you met Mari. But is that what you would say?
Yeah. I mean, and I also wasn't, trying to settle down, not settle down, but just be in like a super serious relationship either I just was very independent and like, I was pretty comfortable. I'm comfortable being alone and all that stuff. So, not that I didn't go on the show. I was open to it, obviously. So I went on the show open to doing, obviously to getting married because we are, but, yeah.
And there's an age difference. I mean, not too big, but what is the age difference?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 15 years.
15. Oh, that is a nice size. Yeah, we talk a lot about age.
Yeah, we talk a lot
age
about
differences
the
here. And
like Jordan and his girlfriend, has about 20-some plus years.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bigger one than ours.
And we've always talked, I think a lot of our conversation was usually men like to date younger women versus younger women dating older men. But it's the age difference today. It's amazing.
Yeah, Pascal on every show says that age is just a number. So I have to say it again.
I agree. I agree with that.
Age is a number. You could have a 60 years old guy who look like he's 100, and you could have a 40 years old guy who look like he's 100.
Does it come up a lot with you guys, or no?
Not too much, actually.
You don't see the age difference.
The people who talk about it are just like people online.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't really think about it too much.
Right. That's good. Well, that's good. So I love your social media, by the way. I'm obsessed with it.
So you get engaged, you get married, and so where are you now in your life? What is the future for you? Where are you going from this point on? I guess she's the boss.
She's in charge of the future. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we're kind of just coasting where we are for now. I think staying downtown for a little bit longer. And then my goal is to eventually buy a house with like space for our dogs to run around in a yard,
Chicago?
I don't know. I'm open to anywhere. See, I'm a military brat, so I moved all around the world growing up, and so I kind of like that, like experiencing different places. So I'm open to going anywhere, somewhere warm.
Somewhere warm, okay.
Warm.
You get the message?
Right.
I've heard it.
I'm originally from Puerto Rico, so I would love to buy a house there.
Well, that would be fun. Do you have a lot of friends here? Do you guys, are most of your friends couple friends or single or?
Well, I still have my friends from high school around still. Not that we get together a lot, but I mean, my friends are married with kids, so it's, there's not a whole lot of boys' nights and stuff like that anymore. But they are around. Obviously, she moved here, so she doesn't have that dynamic, but she has a lot of friends here from work and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, since I moved here, and just moving around a lot growing up, I never really kept like the same group of friends throughout my life. So my friends that I have now, like my main best friends back in Maryland, one of them I've known since middle school, but the rest are pretty much like college friends. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you're in digital marketing, which you love to do.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been in that for a long time?
I have. So before the show, I've always worked in some form of marketing ever since college. And I started off at a permanent makeup and eyelash extension salon in Maryland.
My alley, yeah. It's big business.
It is. It's very lucrative.
Yes.
So I started off there, and I was the front desk girl, and then I kind of got into their marketing, and I was doing all of their events, which I really love as well. I love doing event marketing. And then from there, I moved on to work for a plastic surgeon and do his marketing. I did social media there. And I kind of have always stayed in like the beauty aesthetics world. So now COVID kind of spurred me to start my own company.
Very cool.
And so now I have a few different clients, still mostly in the aesthetics and beauty industry. But yeah, we do like running their social media. We do like email marketing, some website stuff, minor website stuff. Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's pretty flexible and it's fun. The only thing is, though, like I'm always on my phone.
Right.
You got to be in your phone when you do that business.
Yeah. Even if it's not for my personal stuff, I'm always working on my phone.
You got to post your product. You got to post every time, every day.
Well, like I said before, I love your socials. And so if those are by you, editing and very cute ideas, you guys like...
The funny ones are
funny.
Yeah,
They're
the bar
very
stuff
funny.
is all him. Yeah.
Anything funny on her page is also my idea.
Oh,
Okay.
sure,
Well, I love you guys are a good team because I like it.
Between the two of you, you have almost 700,000 followers. Are you able to
That's pretty amazing.
monetize on that? Are you able to make money with that?
Yeah, I think we do pretty well. I do more, I think, than he does, but he's been getting more stuff lately too, which is nice. We have a fantastic manager, Taryn.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
She does good because the females can do a lot more beauty stuff.
Right.
And, the guys, I don't get any of that kind of stuff.
Probably do some good beverage alcohol. Like
I did a lot last year with alcohol.
because Constellation Brands is here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have
I didn't even know
Corona
that.
and Modelo and Pacifico and all sorts.
Yeah, we did. I did a few things last year. Last year was probably my best year actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
For that kind of stuff, which is.
I mean, I see you working at the gym. You in shape. Don't you do any like a bathing suit or?
No, I used to.
And lotions or
Back in the
he's ripped.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I had my modeling days here in Chicago.
Yeah.
You've been around for a while. I was with like Select, and now it's I don't know. They changed names. They're in like the Wrigley building. But I've been like in that scene since way back, like 2010 maybe. I started up.
So that's right before all of this.
Before all this, yeah.
What about acting? Is that something?
No, I did a little bit. I did one commercial for like Gordman's department store.
What? I haven't seen this.
Because I
had one line.
What was your line? Do you remember?
I can't remember it. There used to, I should try to find it.
You should try to find it and put it up on.
We were like a SWAT team, and it was like I don't even know what the hell it was, but
that's cute.
That's
shot
so
it in
fun.
Iowa.
I would love to.
I could see you on like the Chicago Fire Show or something, or Chicago PD, and they do all that here.
Yeah.
too.
I know.
Do you have any interest of acting?
No,
Not for you.
I mean, I think I would love to do it. I don't know if I can remember the lines.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that. It's like you guys
I
should
can't
see
remember
him
the
try to
lines.
film
So
stuff.
funny.
Anytime, when I got to do a couple simple things for Instagram, it takes me like an hour just to remember like 2 lines.
It's hard, but it's a muscle I'm sure you would build it
sure.
like that. But I could see that if anyone's listening to this, I think I could see that. And for you, Mari, you would maybe do it?
I would love to.
She
act.
would be good at it.
I would love to.
She
act.
was in a movie.
I was in a movie.
Oh, what movie?
I had a few lines. Oh gosh. Okay. It's called How to Get Girls.
Okay.
Oh.
Warning. It's yeah.
Which movie? Where is the movie?
It was on Hulu. I don't know if it's still on Hulu, but there were some pretty big names. There were a lot of SNL people in it. It was a good movie.
Wow.
But fair warning, if you're going to look this up, it is not PG. It's not PG-13 even. It's yeah. So.
But it's not an adult.
It's not an.
It's not
No.
Well, no, that sounds
It's just
sort
raunchy.
of like wait. He's Just Not That Into You movie where there was a lot of people in it? Is it sort of like that idea?
No, not necessarily.
It's like an American Pie type thing.
Kind of American Pie, like Superbad kind of, they called it. Like a new version of Superbad.
Now I'm totally going to check it out.
You
That's
should,
so cool. Okay. Yeah. So do you have people that ask you, that slide into your DMs and ask you about being on the show and they want to do it, or they ask you for advice? What?
I've had a couple people send me messages like, hey, like I'm applying. How do I get on the show?
What do you say to people?
I mean, I always tell them that I have heard and believe that it's easier to get on the show if someone nominates you instead of applying yourself. Got it. So that's always my advice.
Good advice. What about you, Kenny?
I don't get so much any lately, but I mean, when you're fresher off the show, you know how it is.
Right, they're asking.
You know, we've been off for a couple of years now, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would just, if people would ask, and I would just say to do it, because if you get an opportunity to actually do it, not a lot of people get to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't work out, it's still worth. Yeah. I mean,
it's a good experience.
You can't turn it down.
Yeah.
You know?
It's fun.
But you got to be careful because, you can't go on there and say stupid stuff and get yourself in trouble either.
Right. I think that it probably happens a lot right now.
It does.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are,
it's brutal if you say
you don't want to get canceled.
You can get canceled.
For anything right now. Yeah.
But on the other hand, some people are coming out of this with like crazy deals and acting stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Justin, we just saw is in a movie.
Okay.
So that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, the upside is great. It's just a very low percentage of people go do the show. And
but you guys do have the fact that you're one of the very few that got married.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, our whole Bachelor in Paradise season,
it's pretty magical.
Well, yeah, we have a picture of Joe and
Serena
with you guys. It was such a cute picture. I don't know if we'll be able to show it, but
they're
still. It's like
Joe and Serena still together. Yeah.
That was at their engagement party in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
he's from Chicago.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
They have a fun
his father used to own a grocery store in Chicago.
Melrose Park, I think.
Melrose Park, yeah.
They have a podcast.
Yes, they are the how you call, what's the name of that podcast?
They were hosting.
Joe and Serena.
They were on the Bachelor happy hour.
Oh, they're the happy hour hosts?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They got new hosts now.
Yeah,
right?
they just changed the host. I think last week or
they
the
were
week
doing
before.
it for a while.
Oh, they're not doing it anymore.
No.
Who they changed
But it was
to?
them for a long time.
This is breaking news.
It's Charity, former Bachelorette,
Rachel.
and Rachel. Recchia,
Okay. Oh, yes.
both former Bachelorette.
Are you going to watch the Bachelor Makeover show on HGTV? Mansion Makeover?
I probably am, because there's a bunch of guys Noah, Brendan's on it, and I think Sam's on there.
I think that looks really fun.
But you didn't go to the mansion, so you don't know the way the mansion looks.
Oh,
no, I've never been
They don't know how the mansion looks, so that's you gotta live in the mansion to understand the concept.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I was in the mansion.
Okay.
I'm glad they're doing a makeover because I think the mansion needed a big makeover.
Which room do you think should be made over first? I wonder what they're doing.
I think the one with a lot of beds. Oh no! Forget the
like
room.
the dorm room.
Forget the room. How about the bathroom?
Okay. Okay. I don't think they show the bathrooms.
I think
really,
the bathroom would be the
Yeah.
biggest makeover. Yeah.
Okay.
Tammy's on it too.
Tammy's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We have a lot of friends on that one.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I think it's premiering in the early March.
Yeah, March.
From what I hear, they built up a beautiful gym.
Oh,
They built up a
that's
gym.
nice.
They built up. They've done a great job with it. Because I'm still in touch with some of them over there who did that, and they tell me, they give me a little filter about the gym
got
and
it.
Nice.
That's great.
Who else has something? Sean and whoever he married, they have like a show.
Oh,
Do you know Sean?
I don't think I've seen this.
He's like blonde from a long time ago.
I know who you're talking about,
yeah,
but I
I feel
haven't
like
heard
they
of
have an
the show.
HGTV show now.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone will look into that. Sometimes I throw these things out, and then our audience sometimes
they'll
comes
fill
back
in
and corrects us because we get a lot wrong.
What? I get a lot of 10 wrong?
So people correct us on it. It's okay.
Some people said, you know what? You should get him out of the show because I can't understand his English.
Oh,
I swear to God.
They did
Somebody
not
say
say that.
I don't understand a
They
word
said
of what
they
these
don't
guys talking
understand.
about.
Well, they did not say get off the
Read
show.
my lips. I do speak English.
They should have captioned when you talk.
We do a lot of captions, and I actually asked him to repeat himself a couple times, but they did not say get off the show. They
No,
just,
I'm just joking.
because they love you. I mean, all of our comments are Pascal, come date me. Come be with me.
Oh my God!
Right.
You know, I don't go to my. I don't go to my DM, and I think I was out of town. I went to Arizona for the bear car show, that big, huge Jackson bear car show.
Yeah, where was that?
It was incredible. I mean,
Where?
there is not in Arizona, in Scottsdale. There is not one car won under $100,000.
Wow.
And you're talking the biggest stand right now is the Broncos. Those Broncos, they go for
Huge in
2, 3,
Chicago.
4, 5, $600,000. There is car went for millions. I was like mind-boggling. I mean, everything there. So to my point, what was I said?
I don't know, but I don't know what your point was, but I
Okay, so I was in the auction, and I was kind of a little bit bored. So I said, the guy said, "Did you see?" And I started watching my DM, and I get hundreds and hundreds of messages, and I didn't even know where to find them. You know?
Right. There's so many folders in there.
I mean, there's so many. I didn't know that. So
I don't have that. I don't have that problem. But I did see a lot of your pictures from the weekend and of all the cars.
Yeah, it was fun. It's an experience. It's a lifetime experience.
Okay.
To go see and how the money flowing and the money they spent. I mean, millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What are you guys? What do you do over the weekends? Are you so you still go listen to music? Is that a big thing? Concerts or?
Depends on the season.
Okay. Yes. Right now you're huddled at home.
Yeah. Right now we're not doing anything.
in Siberia.
We try not to go out at all if we can. Like we had to go out Saturday because I was doing this event at Joe's on Weed. So like if there's something going on,
I used to go to that place.
I love
years
Joe's on
ago.
Weed.
I know.
I love Joe's on Weed.
we do a
Still
lot there,
around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I saw Rick Springfield was
Oh
there
wow,
also
yeah,
years
sure.
ago. He's so
They've had everybody there, but
okay. So that's what you had to do, but otherwise, like
that was the only time we went out this whole weekend. But in the summer we're out all the time.
In the summer, what do you do? What do you do for fun? What do you like to do?
Go to the Sox games? Are you a big White Sox?
We're going to Sox Fest this weekend.
Wait, Sox Fest? I don't, okay.
Yeah, they have like their like winter fest thing. We in the summer we go to the Tiny Tap on the river.
On the river a lot.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like during the week because it's like 2 blocks from us, and we take the dogs now.
How many dogs do you have?
Two
Two.
dogs. Yeah, two little dogs.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I was gonna pull a picture of the dog. And I didn't do that. Maybe we'll put that up after. That's fun. So you got those recently, the dogs, or you've had them for?
No. So we got Dice together after I moved here. He'll be 4 this year.
Yeah.
So a few years ago. And then Dottie, the little one, we just got her back in October.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
So
cute.
she's like 6-ish, almost 7.
She had her dog for 11 years that passed away.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So when you get
hard.
engaged and then you came back home, how soon after you get engaged back home, then you decided to join forces together and you obviously moved into Chicago?
Yeah. So the timing was actually really good with that because we filmed over the summer, obviously, but we weren't supposed to be seen together, confirm anything until the finale, which was in October. And so from October until the time I moved was like 5 months. And the timing worked out well because both of our leases were up at the same time. So we were able to move in together like right away, basically, once the leases were up.
So you choose to come to Chicago, and so now you spend the paradise. You met, you get engaged, you get 4 or 5 months apart. When you came back, what was the challenge of the two of you putting energy together? Because obviously it's not easy.
No, it's not.
So what was the challenge of you moving to a new city with a guy you met for 5 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
No challenges.
Right, no, so easy. No, I mean, so I decided to move because with what I do for work, I can kind of do that literally anywhere in the world. And, as he was talking about earlier, his business is all rooted, in this area. So it was easier for me. I also didn't have my family living in Maryland at the time. So, why not? Yeah. But in terms of challenges, I think I have a lot of stuff. So that's still a challenge. Yeah. I own a lot of things and a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
So space is
So you take his closet and he's got a little
What does he have?
got less. Yeah, he's got less.
couple
He
sweatshirts
has
and
a
juice.
crap ton of t-shirts
Oh,
I mean,
and
yeah.
shoes.
And shoes. Yeah.
yeah.
But I do have a lot. I have a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And
Well, if
there's
that's
not
one of
enough
your
space for it.
biggest challenges, I think you guys are going to be great.
Yeah.
honestly,
There
that
wasn't.
is,
It
like, we
wasn't
don't-
so bad. It actually really wasn't.
Yeah.
When she moved here, me and my dad drove there
Yeah.
from Chicago with the moving truck,
Yeah.
and then packed her stuff. We slept the night and then drove back.
And so, how do you tell your parents? Did you call them from Bachelor in Paradise, like where all of that?
No, I
they
love
didn't
this
find
story.
out. They didn't find. Mine didn't find out for a little while after we were home because they didn't want to know. I said, "Do you want to know?" And they didn't. They
That's
didn't
so
want to know
cute.
at first.
Why?
And then they found out. And then there was like rumors flying around.
Okay.
And then they asked me about it. But I did try to. We did talk with I talked with my producer about calling her dad. Before getting engaged, but we didn't. We didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't allow it.
So it's working. Obviously, Golden and Paradise. And
I know,
Golden
it
and
is.
What's working? The Bachelor, Bachelorette's working because there is quite a few of you guys who get married and have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
I was
sure.
saying before, it's like a testament to it, as you said, Kenny, that you really had gone a while and we're not going to do it. And then you had this experience and how great it is. So, well, great. We love to sometimes wrap up with asking some like rapid fire questions. And I had some fun ones. I don't know if you have any to add, but what's your biggest pet peeve about each other? We're not trying to start any fights, by the way. But if we do, sorry.
Am I going first?
Yep.
No.
I know what his is.
What?
That I have stuff everywhere. What we just talked about.
She
Or is there
chews too
something
loud.
else? Oh
what?
my gosh.
Chews too loud.
Oh my gosh.
She cut her steak well.
Okay.
Okay. What about you?
So mine has changed. I used to say that it was that he leaves the toilet seat up, because then I would go like in the middle of the night and fall into the toilet. But now we have separate bathrooms, and my bathroom is the one that's in our bedroom. So if he uses that, he will.
But you know why we do that? By respect, because if we were not taking enough, we'll pee. We shoot everywhere,
right.
and then you will sit in a pee. So
He's right.
it's out of good intention.
Right.
Okay.
Hopefully the people that are listening to this later will watch that you acted that out.
Yeah.
'Cause that was
I mean, I
great.
take up.
Don't miss that.
I do what you do. I do what you do.
Right. Okay. Well, those aren't bad ones. Who said I love you first? I don't. Did.
Well, what is my? Well, you didn't say your pet peeve.
That's right. So it was.
Sorry, I wasn't.
Well,
I know.
I just want to know what it is.
Yes.
'Cause
So that you can fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was that. Now I would say, either that he wakes me up in the middle of the night, which happened last night, when he
To
goes
pee.
to the bathroom. Yep.
I go a
It's
lot.
all related.
I do go a lot.
Okay.
That's probably it.
Still related to the toilet. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. I love it. Who said I love you first?
He did.
Did I?
Yeah.
You sure? Mm-hmm. Check the tape on that.
Okay. Who's more romantic?
Me.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. And one word to describe your marriage right now.
Exhilarating.
Oh, that's nice.
I was trying to think of a
That's
fancy
nice.
word.
Oh, I was going to say calm.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, I love
That's
that
good
though.
too.
That's
good
a
too.
good
And
yin
about
yang.
any children in the future?
Yeah.
I don't know. So this was one of the first things we talked about on Paradise, okay? Because when I was, really young, I always thought I would have kids young. My parents were young kids, and I kind of liked, they were closer in age to me. Not super close, but like 20-ish years. And so growing up that way, I was like, yeah, I want to have kids young so I can keep up with them and be the cool mom. I want like 2, 3, 4 kids, maybe 4 max. And when we met on Paradise, obviously knowing that there was an age gap and that there was perhaps a reason that he hadn't gotten married or had kids yet, I did let him know that I wanted kids. Mm-hmm. And at the time, he was like, okay, so I have to give you a couple kids, right? And I was like, yes. That was how we left Paradise. Since then, My position has changed. I don't think I want 4 kids anymore because they're expensive. But also just the situation of living downtown. Like I wouldn't want to raise kids living downtown in an apartment. Like that's another reason to buy a house. Like if we end up having kids. But I honestly go back and forth more so nowadays. I'm not like 100% yes or 100%
a lot of young people
no.
of your age are really like putting in thought, should I have kid? Do I want kid? It has been a very big shift in my generation. We marrying kid.
Yeah.
In new generation, there is not so much rush to have children.
Yeah.
You know?
And how old are you?
Yeah. I'll be 30 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's baby.
I know, you're very young.
But it's just, we like to travel and get up and go whenever we want. So it would be hard with kids. And
But you do have dogs.
You have dogs.
we do have dogs. Yeah. Well, right now they're home by themselves. But if we go on vacation, we take them to.
My parents watched it. So my parents live only about a half hour away.
Where?
Palos Hills.
Palos Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's we got a dog babysitter.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully.
All right. So you don't know yet.
I don't know
That's
yet.
good.
I mean, I don't know. What's your
Yeah.
answer? I don't think he wants kids. I think his answer is no.
I mean, it was more so like if it happens, I'm not against it, but I'm also not like pushing to do it. So
The only thing I would say is flash forward in your mind 15, 20 years and think about then. Not that people don't have great lives without kids, just think about what that might be and if your mind might change,
It
Well,
makes
I plan to
it worse,
be-
I think.
Wait, what'd you say?
Well, if I think about my brother has 2 kids,
Okay.
and my parents are babysitting all the time. It's almost like they got kids
see.
again, and I'm
I
like,
see.
so if it was like 20 years down the line, and I was my parents, I would not want to have kids.
Okay. But I guess where I'm saying is flash forward to you and what you would be doing. I don't know. I guess it is very different for everyone.
So when you're
I don't know.
60 and I'm 45.
I probably would not want to be dealing with a kid when I'm 60. A baby. I don't know.
Well, it wouldn't be a baby.
Would it be a
Like, in
baby?
the
It would be
next
like
few
your life
years.
then without
Oh, we're
having
saying if
a
we had
child is
one
where I was
soon?
sort of
Right.
going with that. Like I was going with that.
Yeah, I understand what
Okay,
you're saying.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we don't want to put in your mind that you have to have children, guys. I personally give you an advice. Have a great time. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your travels. Get to know each other. And then if it comes, it comes. But I don't think there should be any pressure on that.
Yeah, that's
I'm
kind
sure
of how I feel.
I would assume that we will at some point.
Okay.
I'm not,
We're
I'm
going to
not
leave
saying-
it there. I'm just joking. But well, great. I hate to leave it on that, but it was such a pleasure to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
What a
Thank
fun
you for meeting you guys.
conversation. We talked about a lot.
Yeah.
About a lot. Any other things you have to add, Pascal? Anything
No,
that
I
I
just
did
think it
not?
was a pleasure meeting you. I'm happy to see then the Golden in Paradise, the Bachelor in Paradise, put you together. You make a very nice couple.
Thank you.
You seem like you're more calm and she's the hyper one. And, it's okay. You know what? When I was with John and I met L. Newton and I asked him a question, what is the success of your marriage for the last 30, 40 years? He said, there is one word you need to learn. Yes, dear.
Right. That's a good
I
one.
know that one.
Yeah, he's pretty good with that one.
I'm pretty chill most of the time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe you guys will come back on. We're going to recap the new season of The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
You going to watch?
We are.
Yeah,
We
we'll probably
are.
watch.
All right. Maybe you'll come on with us for one of our
sure.
recaps.
Yeah.
I'd love
That'd be
to.
great. All right. Super. We'll leave it there.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you.
you,
All
guys.
right. Thanks, guys.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes. Subscribe.